Hey Corbin Saber fans, I'm going to show you how to work the new Dark Obsession. This is the Shin Saber. So you've got two buttons, one on each side, and one button's going to activate it and one button's going to change the fonts. So one button activates it. To turn it off, you just hold it down, or you can also twist it off. It'll twist off that way. This button will change to the different fonts.
Alan Skull. If you will not, Anakin, it's just back. Where is he? Master Window!
All right, so the way to get into this is pretty simple. Just open up this bottom piece here, and it's got a slide-in chassis. Chassis is a beautiful looking chassis here. This button turns it off and turns it on. Also on the battery here, make sure you put the battery in the correct way. The way to know for sure how to do it is you have a flat side and you have this side here that has like a nub. Same thing on a battery. You got a nub and a flat end. So always the nub goes to the nub. That's the best way to do it. So just go in like this, however you want to do it, and then you can turn this on.
We've been looking for this.
That's the voice of Shin. So the way these go in is, obviously there's a button here and there's a button on the other side, same with this. So when you go to put this in, it'll go in as far as it can. There is a little bit of play in the chassis. So what I do is test it to see where if your buttons are hitting the chassis correctly. Okay, now it's hitting it correctly. So what I do is I am actually going to hold the button. I'm holding the button down. Now it's going to turn off, but right now what I'm doing is I'm making sure that the chassis doesn't move. So when I go to put this on, it's always going to be in place. Now you have up here at the top, you have 3 blade retention screws. Let's go ahead and take out the blade plug. And let's put in the blade, see how it looks. Make sure when you go to tighten these up that you don't over tighten. Just make it so when it starts to give a little bit of resistance. That's all you need to do.
Alan Skull.
There. Beautiful saber. Beautiful saber. So that's all you really need to know about this saber. It functions perfectly. Like I said, blade retention screws, on-off button. If you go to put the chassis in and the buttons don't work, it means that you got to go back, align the chassis, test it until you get it to move the chassis just a little tiny bit, and then you can push the button. Then hold the button down when you turn this on. What's happening is when the chassis goes in and you turn and you plug the bottom pommel cap on, sometimes it'll turn the chassis just a hair out of alignment. So holding the button down keeps it in place while you put the bottom on, and you should not have any problems at all on this one. Take care. Have a great day.